Hi. Yeah. That is so. Are you even allowed to say it? That is so white. Let me sort that out a bit. It's the glare off of my own chest. Imagine a pirate came along and tried to open my chest. Imagine he did. Imagine a cameraman was there to make sure. This is what I meant about there may be problems today. We have got terrible monsoons, not in Phnom Penh, but somewhere else. And I have been told by a computer, internet, Wi-Fi expert that if that keeps happening, I don't know what's up with my internet, man. I might have to get the bloke over. If this keeps happening, or if it's really bad, is it buffering? Is it terrible? I'm going to change internets. Why do I have to change from the really expensive one that I paid for to Is that any better? I mean, this could be problems. I really don't need the problems today. At least I will disappear like I did. This is bad. This is big problems. We'll cope. Let me just get a bit more color in the image. There you go. That's a bit better. I'd rather be jaundiced than glowing light. All right. Oh, bad. Sometimes they go up to about 9 or 10. They don't even watch it. They come over. I ate him. Nice life. Imagine. It's a bit glitchy. Hello. No better, it's still shy. Nice one, Anglo-Saxon. That's the little boost I needed because I'm a bit pissed, obviously, with the internet situation, but it has just gone up 3 bars. So this is what we're going to have to deal with. You get the choice. I can cut it. We can not do it. I'll strop off, or we can crack on with it. I say we crack on with it. Thank you, Anglo-Saxon. Very, very kind. Let me get the grift out the way, if that'll even load. Bloody hell. I've got some wicked videos for you. I've got another video from a scrub channel. It's our boy Dave Thompson again, but I've got to show you it. I've got to. I have no option. As soon as I saw it, it brought tears to my eyes. I mean, I'm very nostalgic. You know, all my writing, although you might not be able to see it, but the theme, the theme that's been in my writing really since I started writing, and my songs, which I've introduced you to occasionally, nostalgia is the main theme. Now, that doesn't mean I write about nostalgia, and that doesn't mean they're nostalgic pieces. That's stupid. Oh, I might have to change the internet. This one's looking terrible. Right, I'm going to change it. I disappear, maybe 30 seconds. See you in a bit. This one's looking a bit flicky. This is crazy. It's like it says 110 download, 108 upload. I really don't know why. I don't know what that'll do, little bullet. That scares me. Is it going to fuck my whole life up or something? Is it going to make my kitchen explode? Anglo-Saxon, thank you very much for that donation. He says, morning, Chris. Let's get this gift sorted. Praying mantis. How did I miss that one? How did I miss praying mantis? It's brilliant. I'll be using it in about 1 minute. Thank you, Anglo-Saxon. You've been very generous lately. We do need a bit of oil on these cogs to keep them going. Right, entropy looks sorted. Now, listen, the weather might change. This. I know it's almost like we've gone back in time. Oh, we can't get enough coal, you know, because of the weather. The weather could change, and now it's saying full service, full bars. Ladies and gentlemen, can you close the doors, please? We've got a full bar. Right. All right, you can become a member. Those streams are going to happen in the next 7 or 8 days. So there's 3 strata of membership. It's the top link in the description. The bottom one is £1. Second one's about £4. Third one's about £8. You pay it and it just takes the money monthly. But they all get streams, but we all come on the screen and it's quite a good laugh. That's the way of supporting it. You can use the super chat. AKA, if you note the finger and it's all in the knuckles, yeah, that's the paying mantis. That's the paying mantis. It's the $sign at the bottom of the chat. All right. Alternatively, entropy. If you want to donate but you don't want to give any money to YouTube, entropy swerves YouTube. YouTube don't get a penny, not a cent, not a dime, not a nickel. I've seen it. I've heard those words in films. I'm going to put the entropy link to the top of
not a cent.
Shush
not
you.
a dime.
Shush you, Dangerfield. I'm going to pin that message to the top of the chat. So the entropy link is at the top of the chat. It's also in the description. So right, that's the grift sorted. I don't expect to get rich out of this. I do like to get a few quid because I put a lot of time and effort into these shows. Right, I've had right, so we got, hang on, let me get the call. My life is such a, my life, I'll tell you, things you wouldn't know. It's such a mad rush sometimes. I had a business meeting this morning. 2 hours. And no disrespect to the person in the meeting, but he talks a lot. It's a lot of listening, right? Now, a meeting, I've gone down to 2 bars. A business meeting isn't that much fun. They can be, you know, if it's about something I'm into, but this was quite dark. And to listen to someone for 2 hours, it's like, you know, and because he's in a different time zone, not UK either, I had to wake up early, really early for me. But because I go to bed late, I didn't get a lot of sleep. I don't need a lot of sleep, but more than I had. So wake up, splash some water on my face, clean my teeth. I had a lot of hummus last night. That garlic, you need to clean them 5 times more than usual. Which for some of you will still be 0 because that's how maths works when you have a 0. I think the Chinese invented the 0. Can you believe there was counting before the 0? Yeah. I think I've told you this before. You've got in Khmer, which is the Cambodian language, 1 is moi, right? So 1 to 5, moi bi bay buam bram, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is Bramoy, which is 5, 1. So 6 isn't a new number, it's 5 and 1. And then I think 10 is Dum. I think so. But then 11 is Dummoy. So 10, 1. Dummoy, Dumbi, Dumbi, Dumbrum. Right? So 10, 1, 10, 2, 10. Right? 16 is 10, 5, 1. Dom Bram Moy. 16, 1, 5, 10, 5, 1. Okay. But yeah, before they had numbers, I think it was the Chinese who invented. African is suggesting it's India. Okay. Well, let's see what Google says. This will probably crash the stream. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just, I said I think China. So I've just typed in who invented, and it suggested walking. What the fuck? That is the first suggestion. I typed in who INV, and the first suggestion is who invented walking. If that's not a measure of the level of IQ of internet users, what the fuck? Who invented walking? Oh, well, we were all there just on our hands and knees and that, and everyone was hungry, and there was a cherry tree, and some bloke went, they look nice, they look all nice and juicy, and the ones that are falling on the floor are nice, but we've had all those. And so some bloke went, he stood up and he grabbed one and then fell back down. And then he stood up and he grabbed another one and fell back down. And someone else thought, And this bloke's name was John Reeves. And John Reeves went, if he didn't fall down in between this new technology he's designed of reaching and of stretching our bodies in the vertical, if he didn't fall down each time, he could move in that vertical position from cherry to cherry. So John Reeve gave it a go. He stood up, grabbed a cherry, and then he just moved his couple of feet forward. And everyone watching, this was about 14th century. And everyone was in awe of him. It changed everything, revolutionized the way we run society. I mean, the things that they had to invent all of a sudden, like all the door frames were like about, a door was only 2 foot tall because everyone was on their hands and knees. So there was a lot of work for laborers and bricklayers because they had to change the shapes of the door because this newfangled walking lark, obviously people were upright. So I think that's what it would probably say if I carried on that search, but that's not where we're going. Who invented? Oh God, the next one is who invented school. No one you know. Who invented zero? Now, this is an interesting question, actually. I'll be interested because if I just asked Google who invented nothing, who invented zero, imagine it came back with a list of all the humans ever that never invented anything. This, imagine there'd be loads of us on there. Well, Stephen Campbell has never invented anything. He's invented zero. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? A list of every human who never invented anything. I'll tell you a funny story. I went for this job, right? It was quite right. So I was using out of my nut. This was Valium for breakfast, like hello. And I just one day thought, this is before I had my business. I thought, I've got to get a job. I need to change my life. And I used to buy The Guardian steady weight on Thursdays because it had creative job adverts in it. That was the only reason. I was well past reading The Guardian by then. And it had this thing. It said, you confident speaking in public? I was like, tick. Have you spent time at university? I thought 8 years, tick. And it said, would you like to go and, I don't think it said what the actual job was. It said, would you like to explain the university, something like this, to sixth formers? And I was like, yeah, all right. Now, I got a letter saying you had to write a little introduction. You had to say a little bit about yourself. So that's easy for me. Made it a bit funny, a little bit. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm a little bit different. Yeah. And I got this thing. You've got an interview. And I was like, fuck me. When I got to the job, it was at the Independent newspaper. It wasn't the Independent, but they sponsored it. The company's still going, so I'm not going to mention them, but They said something like they'd had like 1,500 applications, and it was down to the last 20. This was like 20 people who'd got the interview, and we were all there on the same day. And they said in the interview letter, when you come to the interview, you've got to give a 10-minute speech, a 10-minute presentation on any subject you want, right? So being a post-structuralist, I'll turn this on its head. My subject was nothing. I was going to do a talk on nothing. And so so a couple of other people went before me and they were rubbish. One done custard. He was like a stand-up comedian who's never done stand-up but thought, I can do this. And he was sort of up there, and he'd obviously been watching the professionals, and he was doing the sort of comedian sort of, and he was like, hello, I'm going to talk about custard. I mean, custard, yeah, yellow, runny, funny. It wasn't even that good. I haven't got it in me to improvise as bad as he was. Not because I'm especially good at that, but it was shit. And he was like, you can blow a factory up. The custard factories used to ignite because it's a rapid burning of a fine powder in oxygen. Imagine that for your dessert. You wouldn't imagine your dessert blowing. It wasn't even that good. He didn't even make that obvious joke of eating and it blowing up in your face. What's for afters, Mum? Explosions and tin pears. No, he had none of that. Anyway, another bloke went and he talked about motorbikes. I shit you not. And it was like this. The Kawasaki 125 works model with air-cooled new, it's got the new carburetor on that was actually originally designed by Suzuki. I was like, yeah. I was watching him thinking, you're getting a job nowhere. You're not even going to get a job in a motorbike shop, because if I went into a shop to buy a motorbike off you and you talk like that, I'd have been talked out of the world of motorcycles by you. So I was about third, right? And I went up and I said, my subject is nothing. I'm going to talk about nothing. Already laughing. Now, I'll be honest with you, there was a few birds there that were hot. That's all I need. Just light a fuse. I just thought, here we go. Cracking, my problems with performing in public that have been both master and slave in my life. They do have their points of mastery too. So I just used it. And I said, last night I went to Google and I typed in nothing. I said, but I didn't type in nothing. I typed in nothing. I didn't type anything in, and nothing came back. And they were laughing. And then I thought, hang on, I'll have to type in nothing. And I said, but I got something, which that's not right. Google's got a problem there, because if I ask for nothing and it gives blah, 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 right? Clearly got the job. I've got it. I'm only the third speaker. I need more people to go. And I know I've got the job. I know it. And we have a break at half time. This and that. Get your tissue paper ready. They said, all right, we'll have a break now, because that's like an hour and a half, 10 people doing their speeches. They said, if you go down that corridor, there's a canteen. They're expecting you, get some food, come back in about 45 minutes. We've gone down there. I sat on a table, and the tables have got like 5 seats around each of them, and there's loads of them. It's the independent newspaper fucking canteen. So I sit on one. Everyone else sits somewhere else. They all sit around 5 tables. 5 of them round a table, and I'm just there on my own. And I knew I've had this in my life before. They just thought, fuck off. We don't like you because you set the bar too high, you shitbag. And I had to just lump it. I just sat there going, being good at things can cause you problems in life. Having abilities isn't always admired or respected. And I will admit, as you grow up, older people are a little bit more accepting around the basic natural fact that people have different skills and different abilities. If you told me to go and do some work on a car, I'd be like, no, I can't, don't know anything. I can get in, without a key, but I can't do anything else. But they hated me. They fucking resented me. And of course, the next ones were just shit. And I did get the job. And I even spoke to the boss about it. He said to me, you were so clearly at a higher standard to everyone else. He said, they didn't take to you very well, did they? I went, no, they didn't. I said, I sat alone for dinner. He said, really? I said, yeah. He said, I could feel it in the room when we come back in. He said, it seemed like there'd been a big division. Yeah. Anyway, so who invented zero? Right. It was the mathematician Brahmagupta. Doesn't sound Chinese at first. So I'm not wrong yet. Nice one, little bullet. The first modern equivalent of numeral zero comes from a Hindu and astronomer and mathematician, Brahmagupta, in 1628. Nice one, which is what I just found. And thanks for the donation, little bullet. Very generous. Another regular supporter of the channel, which are required. Donate, you cunts. Now, I can understand that Brahmagupta doesn't sound Chinese, but watch. Brahmagupta. I have just sent YouTube potty. They are the overlords who are watching every single live stream at the moment. It's like a football stadium of little tiny screens, and they're, these people, they've been bred especially to watch them. They've got like 20 eyes, so they can watch 20 screens at once. And their hands are just a mouse, their wrist ends, and it's like that. That's what they're like, Can you see that? They're just like that. And they've just seen that, and it's just gone, what? And he had to tell them. He said, no, he done the rhymes with winky. He done the winky eyes joke and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, it was the Chinese, but an Indian bloke. Oh, bloody hell, little bullet, you copied and pasted. I thought you knew that. I mean, nice one for finding it. His symbol to depict the numeral was a dot underneath a number. How strange. So I suppose 10 would be 1 with a dot under it. There you go. So just consider that. I know we're not it's not welcome to my mathematics channel. I know we're not particularly into maths, and I know the Americans call it math, but that's because they only do it once. They only make, in American schools, they only do one equation. That's why they call it math, Who invented oh, maybe it hasn't been invented. That's why I can't think of it. Plural. Who invented the plural? I wonder who that was. I wonder, because originally, you might not know, but the bloke, John Reeves, who invented walking, when they used to see like some ducks, his mate, Clive Entwistle, strangely enough, he said to John Reeves, who was now famous for walking, of course, and everyone was at it by this point. It was kind of run-of-the-mill thing that humans done at this time. And they'd see some ducks, and Clive would say to John, how many ducks are there? And they'd go, duck, 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 duck. That's how they used to count before numbers. You just say it, how many times there are. Which it gets complicated when you're ordering baked beans and that, because the queue in the canteen goes on forever. So it's a bit of a problem, but yeah, so just filling you in. Right, listen, I just want to wait for enough people to get here. How high is it? I nearly bought it and all. Nice one, Bullet. I'll leave it up there. Oh, hang on a minute, Riggs. What? Unfortunately, I have to go to the doctors now. Gout. He's not saying gout. He's trying to speak like a man from London. He's going, unfortunately, I have to go to the doctors now. Gout. Sorry, see you later. more for you, rigor mortis. Okay, I hope it goes well at the doctor's. Mark is saying that Brahmagupta invented negative first, which leads to a missing bit in the middle. Oh, so I get you. So he thought, hang on, if we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we've got -1, -2, and then he was like, but hang on a minute. You can't go from 1 to -1 without. And then it was like, dun, 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 dun. Nothing. Dun, dun, dun. And the world has never been so bad. Look after yourself, Riggs. I mean, you know what they say about gout. You've had a good life. You've had plenty of pate and red wine. I don't know what. I think, is that a thing people say? Because I know my old man used to. If anyone ever complained about gout, my old man would go, too much good living, too much pate and red wine. Riggs, I hope it goes well for you, mate. I was only taking the rise. Okay, so there is a rich food. Do people say they? Okay, so that's the link. So okay, but not specifically pate and red wine. That's my old man's interpretation of good living. Lawrence says that Henry VIII was gouty. Right, listen, we've got enough people here now, I think. This could be problematic. But Scrub Dave Thompson, who I introduced you to yesterday, do you remember? Northerner, spoke about his place where he grew up. Are you in? Are you in, Dave? What's that, Lumi? Port Starboard Home. Hammerhead reckons it's the lager, it's the booze that's giving him gout. Well, that ain't good living, is it? That means homeless tramps could have gout. My mate used to work for a laptop on his legs. And when he stood up, he'd be going, ah. I used to call him Gout Boy. Hang on a minute. We've got an actual gouter on the firm. I had gout years ago. Incredibly painful. Couldn't even wear socks. Good Lord. Where did you have gout? Naproxen is the answer. But you opted for something a bit stronger, I'm guessing. Are you in, Dave? Where's DT? DT. Hello, Zeitgeist. Didn't see you there. Hello, Ian. Dennis says, I have a 37-year-old mate with gout. Drinks Carling constantly. Yeah, I imagine that is not that healthy. Whereas Mark is suggesting if you change your diet, you can get rid of it. Yeah, this is what you're coming for. So Dave's not in. That's a shame. Not a problem. Dennis is saying drink more water. Well, I drink loads of it. I do about 3 or 4 of these a day. I've just ordered this morning 6 of those, and he went, okay, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I went 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Thanks. Right. So I want you that you're going to like this. I'm gonna suggest you're going to like this. Dave Thompson, bless him, wrote a poem about fallen soldiers. Right. Sorry, mate. Just stop drinking it. That's an amazing anger. I'm really sorry. I'm just sick of you. But sick of you, though. It's amazing. So Scrub Dave Thompson. And I've also got good news about the music festival. And I've got something else to tell you about the Glorious House of Scrubs that you're going to love. Thank you, Anglo-Saxon. Oh, yeah, that's definitely happening. I had to edit a video the other day. Should have taken 30 minutes, 3 hours. It just couldn't handle it. It was just going, nah. And listen, it's not like I've got 10 video tracks and 30 audio. One video track, one audio track. That's it. All I needed to do was splice some of the audio out when I said stupid things like and it's not for a YouTube video, it's for work. 3 hours. Should have taken 30 minutes. All good. I've just gone down to one bar. I might disappear in a minute. Anyway, thank you, Anglo-Saxon. That's very kind of you. Right. Very kind of you. You've been pulling this stream along for a while now. It doesn't go unnoticed, my friend. Right. So this is from Scrub Dave Thompson. It's 2.5 minutes. It's a poem about fallen heroes. He wrote it and made the video. It's really lovely. So check it out. And it's a shame he's not here, but I was really touched. You know, it's hard writing poetry because people don't really read poetry. And so when they don't read it or understand it or even like it, to write something poetic in a poetic form, you know, you're already fighting people's dislike of poetry because our education system has made it seem as hang on a minute. Our education system has made poetry seem effeminate. And the history of poetry, the history of poets, these were hard drinking, fighting, hard drug taking men on the whole. I've got to rip this bit of fur off. It's bringing me down. Right. That's better. You know, not all of them. Some of them were like a Ponzi dandy, but you know, it's weird that they've made it like effeminate. What is that? Good Lord, I'm molting. It's the time of year. Right. So we're going to check out. Do you know what I mean, Lawrence? There's a classic example. You know, these people were fucking libertines. I mean, you wanna live a bit of life, you check out the likes of Lord Byron. I mean, he made the most of what was at his disposal and then some. So, Dave Thompson's poem, let's check it out. Watch Without Prejudice. He also cut the video, so props to him. Let's hope it doesn't buffer. Here we go. Oh, I haven't got my fucking cans in. Well, Steve, I don't think it's the gays. I mean, you know, it's not the gays actually. It's the people who are in charge of our education system, which is largely females, and they've just, you know, they've just feminized education, and so bastards. Right, hang on, I'm just turning my cans on. Danger pods. Connected, right? Press that one, change that one to that one, check. Hang on a minute, people. Right, we're good. Right, take that back a bit, turn that off. Right, am I still here? Okay, people, let's check it out. I actually quite like Pam Ayres. I actually quite like Sylvia Plath as well, bless her. There you go. Another one. Right, here we go. Will, it requires saying occasionally. Nice point. Yes, Lawrence, of course. You know, that means nothing to you. You know, I don't, what? I don't know about Numbugugu. It doesn't mean anything to me. Right, here we go. Check it out. I've got to do it again because of the usual problems that are not my doing. So this is Dave Thompson's poem. Check it. you know what? Absolute respect to you, Scrubs. I have never seen the chat stop. The chat stopped. The first one that came in towards the end was this. For about 90% of that, the chat stopped. And that is our man, Dave Thompson, OG Scrub, been here a while. Link in the description. Go and give him a subscription. And that is, it started raining. It's really hammering it down. I don't know what's going to happen. Anglo, man, that's very kind of you. It makes me, I always feel a little bit rigid when one person's on, it's just the one grift. I can do poetry, me is a lady, but it's appreciated, obviously. Thank you, Anglo. It's very, very kind. That was lovely, wasn't it? How nice of him. That takes bottle as well. It takes bottle, not just to write a poem, but to put it up on the internet and say, yeah, judge me. Because the internet can be a grotty place. People are cunts. Not all of them, but, you know, I thought that was great. And well done, Scrubs. I mean, I didn't ask for no chatter. It just happened, which means people were engrossed. Very, very lovely. And, yeah, and thank you again, Anglo-Saxon. Muchos apreciani. Right. What else did I want to tell you? There were some funny things. I'm sure I had some funny things. I stumbled across this character. He has put fake laughter over. Oh no, bollocks! That'll come later. What we're going to do now? Right. So we've had a load of music come in. You know the Scrubs Music Festival, all Scrubs music. We've probably now got enough for a couple of hours show. So I'm going to tell you, you've got about 5 days left to get your music in. One song, it can be an MP3 or it can be a YouTube link, anything that I can show here basically, but just one. People were sending me like 20, loads of people sent me loads. And then I had to send back messages like, look, you've got to pick one. And Tito wrote back and went, I was only trying to help. I was like, yeah, that might have sounded a bit harsh, but you know, I can't play whole albums of people. But so the Scrubs Music Festival is on. Right, okay, son of Blighty. Well, look, this is what you have to do. I'll put the email in. chris@chrisdangerfield.com. Right, so this is what you have to do. Hello, Sal. Didn't know you were in. Right. So email me the music. In the subject, put Scrubs Music and attach either the link to the YouTube or the MP3. And then what we're going to do, the stream will be called Scrubs Music Festival. And then I'm going to try and get a guest on, hopefully Mumford, but he might not. We're not really talking at the moment. It happens. It's not a tragedy. And then we'll play each song. You can put your hands up and say, I did it if you want, or you don't have to. And then we'll listen to some Scrubs music for a couple of hours. And I think it'll be very interesting. Look, even if it's you just playing a bit of piano, even if it was you on Songs of Praise at 16, as long as the camera goes past you, Anglo, and you can say... And you've got a photo of you at the time so I can compare. You can't just grab some old Songs of Praise and say, I'm fourth from the right, the good-looking one. No. But yeah, do it. But son of Blighty, put in the subject Scrubs music or something like that, just so that I know. Because I don't want to hear them before we all hear them. So if I don't want to open an email and it start playing or whatever, so I can just pop, and I've got a folder for all the Scrubs music. I think we've already got about 10, 15 songs. So we are having a festival. Oh, we're having a festival. If a bifter is your thing, or a pint, or a cup of tea, we're going to have the Scrubs Music Festival. Yeah, I might get some beads. I might get a dreadlock wig. All right, let's have it, man. John, if you've got some pieces recorded, or YouTube would be better because you've got visuals then, but we'll take either. If people send in music that is just audio, I'll put visuals on the screen, so it's not just me going for 3 minutes, because that wouldn't be great. John, I think Scrubbers Festivus maybe, but I'll see who I can get on. I don't know yet, John. It'll probably be, let's say, a week. I mean, we've got a yoga stream on Friday, so we'll say about a week, maybe next Wednesday. Yeah, there you go, next Wednesday. But I don't know what commitments I might have with work or whatever, so these things are open to change. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Well, if you've got any recorded, Lawrence, love them. Right, well, this SUBSTACK absolutely nailed it. There you go. That's it. It'll be called SUBSTACK Music Festival. SUBSTACK. Why didn't I think of that? Right, now, you might be able to hear the rain. Let me have a couple of toots on this, because I'm terribly addicted to lemon and mint steam. Right. The second thing that I think you're going to like, that's quite an interesting idea, Richard, but I didn't want to judge them. I didn't want it to become a competition, because the problem with a competition, someone's going to come last. Someone's going to come second to last. And that's not nice. I think we'll just talk about them. We'll talk about, their positive points. And I'd rather it be a bit of fun than a competition. It's sort of an idea, but Okay, no problem. I assume you're talking about your trouser flute. Nice one, John. And I'm sure you will, but not with numbers, because Steve, never mention. You know the rules. Once more and you'll be timed out. How funny was it yesterday when Cheryl got timed out by old Cecil Pagnahangahan? See you later, Cheryl. It was so tight. Lovely Cheryl. She's like 62 and just nice. Out. Bam. There you go, Steve. I mean, a lesson learned, all right? A lesson learned. Hang on, what's happening to my entropy? Why is it doing this? What the hell's going on? Give me a couple of seconds, people. I might buffer or disappear in a minute. Well, that's one way of running a channel. Do it on yours. Right, okay, we're all right. We're all right. Entropy is fine. It sorted itself out. God. I need a new computer. I'll tell you what, though, I've found out. Listen, people, you might be able to help me here. One of the big problems with me buying a new computer is I can't get the one I want in Cambodia. So I've got to bring it in from abroad, like I did this one. But they charged me 800 quid because I had to get a broker to deal with the customs tax. Now, surely if I get my mate who sends me stuff over to take it out of the box and just make it look like my computer, just send that. It's not a business. I've got to pay customs tax. Or what I think I'll do is wait for someone to visit me and then buy it and say, bring that laptop over, will you? Livy Justo. Is it Justo or Just Zero? Do you look like your avatar? Have you got a phone number? Livy says this. Hi, Chris. I joined and then you disappeared. I'm back. Yeah. Are you talking about when I had my doing the stream or? But I am doing them. We've been doing them for a few weeks now and they've been lovely. That is you. Hi, Libby. You all right? How's tricks? The other day, I put a video up on how to attract beautiful women, and I'm sitting here going, I don't think that was one in the list. Nice to have you, Livy. I didn't mean have you. Here it goes. English nationalist. Hello, mate. Well, if you've got an MP3 or video, bear in. Are you gonna put a song into the Scrubs Music Festival? If you've got an MP3, not that bloody tune you've been using at the end of your videos for the last 4 centuries, something a bit fresh. You're more than welcome to. You can send it to me on Skype, actually. If you've got an MP3 or a link to a video with you when you were a young man with a microphone and a bottle of beer. We are the Aussie Rockers. I sent you a message, Baron, on Skype. Maybe you could answer that. It's quite I think it's important. I doubt I'd have pestered you otherwise. Nice to see you though, mate. Right. All right, Livy. I can't even do it now. Steady. Right. Yeah, no, just doing my best not to. I'm fighting it. I'm really fighting it. Everything's normal. Everything's fine. Oh, hello. Right. Where were we? I see everyone's saying hello to Baron. That's nice. Right. So the next thing, after the music festival, you're going to love this. You're going to love it. So over the years, I have had some quite remarkable emails sent to me, like Cheryl's one that I read out the other day, right? I've had emails sent to me with, people just summarizing their life or their last 10 years or, just little stories of people's lives. And what I'm thinking of doing is collating them all. I will obviously ask everyone involved first. So if I find one and I think that's a good one, I will contact the author whose life it is. I'll anonymize it so it won't have any names in it. I'll change the names to protect the guilty. Checkmate, FBI. And what I'll then do is put them on my Substack. And then I'll introduce it. I'll say I have a YouTube channel. And this is a collection of emails I've had from people telling me, and I'll just release it as a Substack. So you can go and read them, and and other people will read them. And I think it might make a nice collection as sort of like a sample of the modern world, a sample of people, they're very, very emotional and very honest, a lot of these pieces. I think that might be quite a nice thing to do. Oh God, of course, it's all shaking and rocking over there. Well, I hope they're all right, Baron. So we got two. We got the yoga stream Friday. We've got the music festival next week, and then we'll have the. I think the Substack thing is going to take a bit longer because I'm going to have to collate them and edit them and change names and all that. And I think it'll be quite wonderful. So we've got some good things coming up. We've got a little bit of Bo Jiden to watch here. It's only a short one, but it's very peculiar. Very peculiar. It's not long, but I mean, no one's shocked by Bo Jiden anymore. But it is a little bit of a wassa. It's a little bit of a wassa. Have a look at this. Here we go. Don't blink or you'll miss it. But just remember, it's a little bit of a wassa. Here we go.
We got a lot of work to do, so thank you all very much.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't do that. Let's have a look at that again. Let's just have a look at that again. I think it's in slow-mo after. I agree with you, young Stephen. I agree with you. I know, Michael. Let's have a look at that again. It's incredible.
We got a lot of work to do, so thank you all very much.
I think someone turned up the voltage on, you know, on the wires that he's got plugged into him. Let's have a look again.
Much.
Whoa! What was it? He's so good. What's up? Good Lord. Good. Yeah. Nation. Republic, idiot. But it's hard to tell, IR, because so is Biden. Good call, Westo. It's very bizarre. No, Scory, I haven't seen that one. I see him. We see him forget the American president's name. I imagine it's the same thing. I don't want to risk search. Actually, I do, because that needs watching. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Hang on. If I can find it quickly, we'll have a look. Fact or fiction? Was Biden sleeping? Hang on, this isn't Bojo. This is with the Israeli fella. Oh, hang on. And during Obama, it would appear he's fallen asleep plenty of times. But let's have a look at the one with the Israeli MP, because this looks very funny. Right, hang on. Hang on. Wrong video. Did Biden fall asleep? He totally is kipping. This is brilliant. Hang on. Stop it. Right. No. Right. Okay. I think he's already a kip when this video starts. So dark. Let me put some lights on. Hang on, people. There you go. A little bit more sepia. This is being broadcast to you from 1920s. Welcome to the show. Right, let's have a look at this. He looks like he's already a kip. I think it's brilliant. I mean, we need him to be this bad. Do not. Hello, Mouse Cat. You all right, son? Jones has just done a release about. I'm not reading it out, but there you go, people. Look. Hang on a minute. Look. I know I'm not an American. I don't live in America, but I do understand the implications of America on the global political scene, obviously. But as much as it's embarrassing for Americans and everyone, we need him to be like this. He has fucked America in a matter of months. I can't believe. It's almost impossible to work out how you do so much damage to America in such a short space of time. I just can't work it out. It must be planned. They want it gone. This is the communist angle. They want America. They want the USA gone. That's all I can. That honestly, that is my honest, no joke, political analysis of the situation. They want it to crash. They want it, like Ann Coulter said, adios America. The left's plan to turn America into a third world hellhole. That was her book written about 6 years ago, and she's absolutely on the money, because that is the only thing I can think. But we need Bo Biden to be an absolute clown, because the midterms are going to be a party. Let's have a look at this. It looks great from me. Right, sorry people, I don't know why that's doing it, because I can see it, but try once more. Oh, there's thunder. Right, here we go. Check it. Look at him. Look at Bo Biden on the right. It's only 22 seconds long. Let's watch.
Yet another chapter in the beautiful story of the friendship between our two nations, the United States of America and the Jewish.
Amazing. I mean, let's not get into what they're talking about, because, you know, my channel and all that. The beautiful story between, I'm not even going to say the name of the place. But notice, I'm going to go back a bit. Notice how he turns away from the sleeping. Hang on, isn't that a thing in politics, a sleeping president? I thought that was Kamala, though. But look at the way he turns away from him, because he realizes it's a little bit embarrassing talking to someone who's a kip. Watch him turn away from the zombie.
Yet another chapter in the beautiful story of the friendship between our two nations, the United States.
He's asleep.
The Democratic State of Israel.
Look at him out cold.
Seek to do good and need to be strong.
Wake up, you president. Yes, Stephen. Yes, we need it. This is good. I know. I get it. It's in. He's gouching. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Were you the other bird? Have you changed your photo and name? Hi, Lindsay. You can't escape me now. I imprint very quickly. Gouching. He's gouching. They've got him on the skag. How do we keep him from going off script? This seems to shut people up. Bosh. It's absolutely incredible. Well, not only is she a psycho, but she's the most absent psycho in the. Where is she? I haven't seen her, and every time I see her, she's just laughing hysterically like an actual witch. When shall we three meet again? It's just terrifying. You know, they say things to her like, you do realise you've had 5 million M13 gang members come across the southern border in the last minute, and she's like, it's like you're like the witch from Chorlton and the Wheelies. You're giving children nightmares, woman. Absolutely terrifying. Anglo-Saxon, it's ace being here in the glorious House of Scrubs. Always a laugh and an education. Hi, Anglo, thanks for donating again. Very kind of you. Very, very kind. And it is ace being here. And I'll tell you what. I think the music festival, we got the yoga, and we got the Scrubs letters. We've got a lot coming up. But thank you very much for that. You are. Lil Bullets made a couple of donations as well. That needs recognising too. But thank you very much. Very generous. Yes. There you go. A cackling hyena. But it's always really weird things like your country's dying. It's like under Trump, you were energy independent, and in 2 months you've changed that. You're now, buying oil off of other countries. And she goes, ah! Where is she? Where is she? Kamala M. Harris. Hey, Bullet. When I first read that, I thought it was a contraction of the words embalmed and Harris for some reason. But M. Harris is excellent. Good call. Thanks for the donation, Arto. Mousecat, here you go. Nice one, Mousecat. Mousecat, though, do what I said, though, can you? I don't want to dox you. I know what you do for a living, but slip some letters in. Just weird letters. Just one, maybe. Just get an envelope, get a bit of paper, stain it up with a tea bag, and rough it up a bit, and just put a really weird encrypted message on it. The doves doth fly, and when for, like a bit of that freaking Nostradamus nonsense. When Hister comes from Pol to Chato. Tuck it under, get the epoxy down, and in decades, if not centuries to come, when someone's ripping it all up, they'll go, hang on a minute. Or no, how will they be speaking in the future? Yeah, I don't want to go there. I'll get my channel banned if I actually do an impression of how I think they'll be speaking in England in the future. Nice one on the donation, Mousecat. Appreciato. Pizzle. Oh, it's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. We've had a proper laugh. We watched Biden sleeping. Can I have a 1 in the chat if you think he was a kip then? I mean, don't be biased. I mean, it was a weird slight. He could have been just concentrating. He wasn't, was he? He was asleep. 1 in the chat if you think he was active. Thank you. Always lingering. I did get a little bit aroused. I'll say that much. Come on, I'm a red-blooded Englishman. What do you expect? This is funny because only certain people will get that. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Crusher Great. Because as kids, you all go through a phase of going, no, look, he predicted it. And that's when you're about 14. Mature 1 more year, you're like, yeah, but Hister isn't Hitler. It's not right. It's wrong. Hister did nothing wrong. It's absolutely brilliant. There you go, Mousecat. Something like that. Imagine I moved into that place, though. Imagine, and I didn't know. And I was like on my deathbed, and I found it. And I was like, and I've got my no grandchildren around me, and I go, oh, what could this be? Agiston? That'll put me over the edge. That'll be the last thing I'd ever say. It was good, wasn't it? Hister did nothing wrong. Hang on a minute. There's a donation from Richard. Happy to donate, but can you break down exactly where this money goes? I'm wary you're a cheeky cunt. I'll tell you what, Richard. I will do that for you. Yes, I'll do it for you. I don't know, actually. It just goes into general living expenses. That's very kind of you, though, Richard. Very kind. You've almost bribed me into showing another one of your foot golf videos. But get me a nice one. The commentary ones are too long. Yeah, look, everyone is saying 1. Everyone is. He was out cold. Dom, there's so many good gags coming in here today. He wasn't asleep. He's never awake. Not waving but drowning. Not sleeping, just dead. Just dead. That's brilliant. You're cracking me up, people. Absolutely cracking me up. There you go. You can use your ZZZ emojis for this one. He's rehearsing for the remake of the what is it? The Royal Jelly Tales of the Unexpected. Next time he does a talk, he's going to go, yes, the United States. Hang on a minute. Did you not just change your avatar and name, or is that someone else? I'm bloody confused now. I think that's my favourite comment from Repetite. He was dead. Well, there you go. I didn't know that, but I think, like everyone else is saying, he is just asleep. He's just not. He's not. He's dead. That's the. Oh, yes, I'll give you that, little bullet. Really on form, and you know, with that. I don't know why it's tickling me so much. There you go, Scurry. He's been caning the Horlicks. Oh yeah, by about a century, Dennis. By about a century. It's right, let me get that video off the screen because it's cracking me up. I thought I had something else to tell you before we go to another video. We're over the hour mark though, so I think he's got a vest made of patches. Right. So I found this character. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen him. And unfortunately, but it don't really make a difference. He does dub over laughter. But he's got some really hot takes on burning people, really. He's roasting people. And it's a good crowd of people. He basically roasts like LARPers, you know, people who dress up, adult men who dress up as Star Wars figures. I need a piss. Who wants to take the channel over while I have a wee? Richard, you up for it? Anyone want to take the channel over? It's going to be like 2 minutes. Plastic African, are you on the firm? Do you want to do it? Hello, Lizzie. Come on, people. Oh, I'm going to wet myself. I'm going to do a Biden. That's a new word for wetting yourself. Okay. Are you rigged up for it, Mr. African? 2 minutes? All right, I can wait 2 minutes. Nice one, mate. Appreciato. So after I've had a wee and after the African has entertained you for a couple of minutes, I found this character and he's a proper burn, and it's so funny. Yeah, I know that Jimmy's got his piss break sign, but that's not my style. Okay, here we go then, Mr. African. Link in the description. There you go. It's right there. Don't let anyone else in because they could be someone who ain't a scrub, and they probably will be now setting up a fake account so that they can get in under that one. So I can trust you. Just don't let anyone else in. I don't know if you've got the ability to do that anyway. So, but as soon as you pop up, I'll get you in and I can go and have a whiz. There he is. You all right, son?
Right. Hello. What's going on, people?
I'll go. So, well, what I'll do is I'll mute myself and I'll make you a bit bigger. I think I can do that. Hang on.
Okay.
No, that worked the wrong way round. Hang on a minute.
Oh, shit. How's it, Scrubs? I can't read the chat right now. I don't have my PC on, so I actually should quickly see if it boots up that quick. You guys all right? I hope you're well. What was I reading? I think Biden wasn't asleep, by the way. He was just kind of looking in his hands. He's probably thinking of his next shit. You know, he's thinking, oh, that colostomy bag is getting a bit full. Oh, you know, maybe that could be it. Or he's thinking of his crack son, you know, all that money he's making. or the money he has to make. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't think at all. It's awful. Awful days, I tell you. I tell you. I tell you. So what's going on, people? I can't read your chat just yet, but there I'm in logged in. Let me just get in here. We go over here and press here. With me, my mother-in-law took a really bad fall on Monday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, fuck, why didn't we find out? And she's such a stubborn lady, you know, smart as a whip, really. Used to be an insolvency lawyer. And she won't, she's gone to a hospital now. And oh God, she spent all night out there, man. So I went over to her house yesterday and I did a quick, proper scrub, helped her out. And then hopefully she gets back. I'm just waiting to find out if she needs me to pick her up and that, you know, from the hospital. And hopefully they won't try, you know, confuse her with being some mental patient. She's so damn stubborn. Are you guys okay? Are we good?
Nice one, Plastic African. I am back.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for doing that. And I wish your, did you say mother-in-law or grandmother? I wasn't sure.
Mother-in-law, yeah. My grandmother
best wishes to her.
No,
and
I
thank
know.
you very much.
Always.
That's not easy
guys.
to do. That's not easy to do. Just get on the screen and talk. So thank you, mate.
Oh, easy, man. Take it easy, guys. You be good and keep up the funnies, Chris.
Hoi!
Oi.
Nice to see that. That's not easy, and he couldn't see the chat. Lovely bloke, Plastic African. How nice of him to do that. And I am freshly pissed, not drunk. I didn't go and have a can of Tennant's super teas. Oh, quick, what do they call it? Shotgunning it. You shake it up, make an hole in the bottom, and then go. I need a pack of fruit pastels to drink a can of super Tennants. Really? When I used to wake up rattling and I needed to get to Abbey Wood, I'd have a handful of Valium and I'd wash it down with a super Tennants. But it's so disgusting. Anyone in the chat actually like the taste of a super teas or a special brew? They're both the same. Special brew's a bit sweeter, but that's almost makes it worse. Does anyone actually? I don't. You know, maybe you do. I'm not. This isn't a judgment, but I used to have to buy a packet of fruit pastels, put 2 in my mouth, pour down as much of that super Tennant as I could, and then chew those sweets as quick as possible. Or I'd go. But one pack of fruit pastels, and I could get that can down in about 12 seconds, and then it's like, and then that take the edge off. I didn't want to say it, but after I can't drink 3. I couldn't drink 3 of those back in the day because that's it. I'm just a problem then, as are you. I won't tell them, but if I have 3 of those super Tennants, and because they're going down like 3 mouthfuls a can, no, I'm just smashing things up then. This lovely fella suddenly gets a little bit naughty. Yeah, gold label does. What's that drink they do where they put a gold label in with a K cider? Fucking hell. They used to do them in the railway pub. It's just like, have a couple of those and then fight someone. There you go, Don. I just said it, but with the gold label. Yeah, that's it. And then occasionally the Goths would put a bit of blackcurrant in it as well. Is that a tombstone? Don't look very good. Your toilet looks like a tombstone in the morning. But they're Danish drinks, aren't they? Well, special breweries, I think. But that's it. But is it a snake bite and black? Is it a snake bite if it's just the cider and the lager? But if you're using K cider and super Tennants, that's ridiculous. So it's a snake bite and black if you put the blackcurrant in, is it? I did that snake bite, threw up immediately. Yeah, it ain't nice, is it? If you've got the blackcurrant in it, it's like it looks like you're having what do alcoholics get when they it's the varices. Lulu will know. Are you in, Lulu? I'm sure I saw you earlier. Varices or something. It's where your organs just go no more, and it's like strawberry jam coming out your mouth. Yeah. Mousecat says that's a T-Rex bite. I suppose there's a lethal snake bite. I suppose there's different names for gout. Just dropping in gout is quite. I like that one. Sally says the Victory used to serve. What's a hooligan snake bite? Snake bite? What's a hooligan snake bite? That's like a tongue twister for me for some reason. What is that, Sally? Where was the Victory? Was Victory just off Phoenix Place? Was that boozer closed down? I think the last time I went there, no, that wasn't the Victory, was it? Was it? I think that was. I think the last time I went to the Victory was on Ruther's funeral. Miss Ruther, really. Nice bloke. Strange fella. Sal, did you know? You must have known Ruther pretty well, really, because... Oh, no, I know where... Oh, my God. Sally, can I tell a story about Nick? It seems that the Victory was up East Hill. It's now a pizza shop, right? Is that it? And Nick used to call the landlord Spider Monkey. He grabbed him by the tie once. I can't tell the story. I can't, not with Sally here. Yeah, I thought you would have done one. An eccentric is the word I'd use, actually. That's it. I've seen Nick wash him down twice. He grabbed him by the tie and then just let all his weight go, so that he just and Spider Monkey's flown over the bar. And Nick's just done him. Whole pint of Guinness. I was like, oh mate, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. He went, fuck it, he owes me. Spider Monkey. Good Lord. I never knew that I'd remembered that until, sorry people, the conversation just got very local. But oh man, I miss that fucker. Hello, Yiz. All right, Yiz. What a fun stream to wake up to. Been laying here listening for 20 minutes or so. Big up Plastic African for coming on for piss relief. Hi. It's the second time he's done it this week. Sorry, people. Right. Anyway. So, for people who turned up recently, we've got the Scrubs Music Festival next week. Scrubs Stretching Yogwe stream Friday afternoon. And then I might do this Scrubs Letters on Substack, but that depends how many people. That's exactly what it was, Mousecat. Exactly what. Well, because the geezer that called him it reckoned he looked like one. I don't even know what one is. He had a big beard like African, but he had like weird fuzzy hair. But I see this geezer wash him down with a pint twice, and I couldn't work out why. I just think he wanted to. Yeah, the Not a Yoga stream this Friday. I'm not a yoga teacher, but it will be some nice stretching. And what I do is I turn the camera around and I do it there, but there is a pole in the way. Pole. Yeah, I know all about architecture. Hang on. But I'll do it there. So you'll be able, I'll move the camera so it'll sort of be, oh, you know what I bloody mean. You'll be able to see me, basically. And then I'll demonstrate it, and then you just do it to your limit. You don't try and do what I do, because I've been doing it 25 odd years. But when you stretch to your limit. You get to the point where you can't stretch anymore, and you hold it there. That's it. No, well, you know, I don't know if the grift is enough. I'll see what I can do for you. It'll be the afternoon one. It'll be the 6 o'clock in the in UK time, because I'm not doing Yogwe first thing in the morning. No, you need to warm up a bit. And also, people, if you are going to do the Yogwe thing on Friday afternoon, Friday evening, 6 o'clock. Have a hot shower or have a bath beforehand, because that warms your body up. And if you go in cold, you've got more chance of injury. So easy, Liam. Do it until you need a doctor. Right, look, I found this character, right? It's not, when I first watched it, I wasn't that impressed. But then when Rags, I'm gonna do the GIF. And I've got the koala one lined up, mate. Chill, Rags, chill, brother. They're lined up. I've got the koala one there, and I'll show that GIF now, actually, because it's worth it. Hang on, people. The problem with a GIF is it's all about the timing, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to try. There's no audio here, people, but you don't need it. I've got to time it right, though. Right, this should do. No, bollocks. Right, hang on. Because it's just going round and round. Right, we should be all right if I do it now. I'll leave it playing so that you can see it again. Hang on. So he's obviously doused a load of leaves in petrol and thought that. Watch. Look, little firelighter. People are fucking morons. One more. I wonder if I can make it any bigger. No, I don't think I can. Look. Give it a little spark. Boom. Anglo-Saxon, thank you very much. Can't wait for the Yogwa. No, it was. We done it last time, and people got a lot out of it. It calms your mind and eases the soul and the body. It's really good, and it's not. We don't sit there going. But you do have to breathe. People forget to breathe when they stretch, really, which is ridiculous. Like you go like that, and then you say, bend that over, and they're like, and you're like, breathe. And I tell you what, I will tell you this now, nearly all of you will stop breathing. Hang on a minute. Let me just, hang on. Oh my days, I do love a good stream. This has really cheered me up. That's what I thought. Funnily enough, that's the angle I took on that. I guarantee now you will stop breathing. Thank you for that donation, Anglo. You've been very generous today. What I meant to say was you'll forget to breathe while you're stretching, right? So, and you will, because people do it. And it took me about 5 years of yoga and going to classes to remember to breathe. You need to be breathing in and out while you're stretching, and people don't. People go, and I'm like, what about the air? And because yoga is all about circulation, you want oxygen in your blood when you're circulating it. You don't want to be going like you've got constipation. Right. So that was too funny. You will stop breathing. But someone else just mentioned, there you go. That's what I just saw that one. It's happening Friday, people. There you go. Yeah. First thing I said, you will stop breathing. There you go. You're so on form today, chat. I've got to say, the House of Scrubs is. I haven't laughed this much in a long time. There you go, another one. Right, let me just calm down. Calm. Stop breathing, people. You know how it works around here. Good Lord. It makes sense to go to a few classes first, because the yoga I've seen on YouTube is shit. and it's all about precision, and they're after hits. They're after hits and views. They're not after helping you. They want, they make it easy. They make it. I had the benefit. Well, it was the only benefit of that particular relationship, and the rest of it was an absolute nightmare. As you'll read in my novel, which is nearly there. I dated the girlfriend whose previous boyfriend was the president of the British Yoga Foundation. So she was like very, very good. And so she taught me. And then I went to a few classes. But as I said the other day, when I went to classes, they used to get me up the front to demonstrate. And I went to the classes to relax. And when they go, Chris, can you come up the front and demonstrate the down dog? I'll be like, not really. I want to blend in here. I don't want to be up the front. Always up the fucking front. I don't want to be up the back either. I don't go to casinos. No, I'll just be wearing a pair. I'll just have a pair of shorts on. But you do need either loose fitting or tight fitting. You don't want anything that's gonna hurt your casino. You don't want anything that's gonna turn your Spanish uncle into a Spanish auntie, if you know what I mean. You've got to, don't you? They're great. We'll be doing a down dog in between pretty much every other stretch because it's just great. There you go. I didn't quite get that one. What a tune that is, though, isn't it? You go, what is it? Dang, 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 dang. Who wears short shorts? Boop, boop, pop, 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 pop. We wear short shorts. Those were the days when hot birds could wear short shorts and men could sing about it. Fuck me, what happened? Imagine, you know what, men scrubs. When we were younger, wasn't it excellent? Women were women, men were men. Women were allowed to be sexy and sexual, and men were allowed to respond to it. And it was great. It was fucking great. And I see these kids today, and it's the women who are suffering as well. It's not, feminism hasn't done as much damage to men as it has to women, without doubt. It's fucking ridiculous. So don't get me started on that. Yes, our power. It was wonderful, wasn't it? Absolutely wonderful. Right, oh yeah. What's her name from Greece? Absolutely shocking video. By shocking, I mean arousing. Little bullet, pound. The chat has made my day. Comedy gold. Yeah, it's been amazingly on form, I have to say. Brilliant work. Right, it's getting on a bit, and I've got to go to work about an hour ago, but I did have a 2-hour meeting this morning, so I've already put 2 hours in. Yes, Amy, yeah, without a doubt. It's, feminism is a war on women. I hate this libertarian nonsense. Feminism is a war on men. No, because we still do what we want to do. Women, as I have said on this channel countless times, I believe in forgiveness, but I will never forgive feminists for sending mothers to work. You've carried a baby for 9 months, you've birthed it, and then they go, now go and get a job. Let someone else look after it. You shouldn't be tied down to a family. No, you fucking should be tied down to a family. You should raise your own fucking kids. Because if you get someone else to, and this is what happens in working class families. Oh, I've got to get a job. Everyone thinks I'm some weird mother. I'm some weird, from the 1940s. And the money they earn goes on childcare. So the only outcome is the child doesn't get raised by its mother. And then the mother comes home from work, talks to the old man, I fucking hate my job, my shitty cleaning job. And the kid is like, hang on, you hate your job, but you'd rather do that than be with me. And that is the start of that kid ending up homeless. It's fucking ridiculous. No, I'm not going there. We're having too much fun. Yeah, exactly that. It's bullshit. And then if you don't have children, I want a career. Well, that'll be you'll be great. Oh, you'll be having a whale of a time in your 20s when all those other birds are sitting home mopping up puke and shit. Wait till you get to your 30s though, and you're hanging around with teenagers because everyone else is at home with their family, and your mascara's running where you've been crying in the pub toilets because all your friends are half your age. And then you're going to get to your 40s, and then it'll be like, oh, actually, I think I want a kid. Yeah, good luck with that. And that's not their fault. That's these fucking leftists telling them what to do and making them feel ashamed. What kind of organisation is feminism when it shames women into being ashamed of being a mother? Just fuck off. Right, we need some light relief. Sorry, people. So, I found this character. He goes out basically and burns beaters. That's what he does. He's a little dog puppet, right? He has got a laughter track over it, but it doesn't really take away from it because he's got some good burns. Now, some of them ain't as good as the others, but it's worth watching a couple of minutes of it because some of them are brilliant. So this glove puppet dog, it's called Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. I'm sure some of you will have seen it. Check out some of these burns. They're very good, but you have to listen quite closely to what he says. So he's at some kind of comic convention, you know, the sort of places that no scrubs would ever go to. Check it out. Can someone give me an audio check, by the way? Dave, we showed your poem. And I'll tell you what, Dave, I have never seen... Here, hang on. Dave, I have never seen... I didn't ask for it. The chat stopped. The chat stopped. There was about 95 people in it, and it stopped. It fucking stopped. It was amazing for the whole poem. So that's a measure of how much people... And I didn't read it. I just played your video. Great stuff, Dave. Absolutely fantastic. I saw it last night, and it brought a tear to my eye. So nice one, mate. Nice one. No worries that you missed it. The chat stopped. That's never happened. Even when I've asked them to. Even when I've said, can you not stop talking? So, pleasure to see you, Dave. And yeah, it was fucking mind-blowing. Right, here we go. A bit of light relief after my horrible but somewhat sexy feminist anger. Right, check out some of these burns. I want an audio check of someone, please. Fuck it. Hello. Hi. Remember me? Yes, I'm going to show you some burns. Here we go. We finally got there.
People, they really are. You know, they're into the comic books. I for years, I used to love reading comic books. Then I turned 7. I'm talking to the king of internet predators. He has not one, but 2 8-year-old boys hidden in there. Look at you. You're really cocky, aren't you? Oh, look at me. I've wasted 4 months growing sideburns for today. I'm so friggin' cool. Now we've got the Joker here. Yeah. Sorry, folks. The guy is still getting adjusted to West Coast time.
I've just got to show you that bloke's laugh again. I mean, not this one. That bloke in the Joker. You know, he done that. Thank you on the audio, people. That Joker who looks nothing like any of the Jokers I've ever seen. That laugh, you know, it's just terrifying that he thinks that's worth learning and doing. But he goes on that getting with East Coast time isn't the good burn. It's the next one. So sorry I went back a bit too far. But just look at that Joker when he does his laugh. It's like, mate, that you can't do this for your life. You're an adult. You need some responsibilities, mate.
Cool. Now we've got the Joker here.
Oy.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. The guy is still getting adjusted to West Coast time. He's 3 hours behind his normal masturbating schedule. I just want to know, just to clear up one thing for me. If you're here, who's home disappointing your parents? Okay, I've got a quiz for you guys, okay? I want you to identify this, all right? What is this? What's that? Who's this? Who's this? Boba Fett. Okay, good. Let's see if any of you can get this. What's this? Okay, you're not dressed as anything. You like superheroes, though? Yeah, you're obviously, looks to me like you're a fan of the Fantastic Four food groups. What do you do? What's your superpower?
I don't have a superpower. My superpower is to blind people.
I think your superpower is to kids.
I will give you the link to the full video because there's another 7 minutes and some of them are sick. Some of them he absolutely does them in. Some of them they're not happy either. And it's, oh, fuck it. Let's watch a couple more. Let's just watch a couple more because it's hilarious. I can't not watch a couple more. Hang on. Just a couple more because there's a couple of real class ones coming up.
Night here for Attack of the Clones, but outside the Ziegfeld Theater is the real show, Return of the Dorks. Thousands of 35-year-old men waiting days, even months, for just a taste of George Lucas's table scraps. Lonely men who have never had sex, not even with a Catholic priest. What are the principles of the Jedi Knight? Always
always defend truth and justice throughout the galaxy,
and to eat a lot of peanut M&Ms. This is Risk. Very exciting. This game is normally played indoors by 12-year-olds. This is a nice break for you. You're getting away from the drudgery of your normal mundane life. Spent playing Stratego at home. It's a big commitment. All these guys standing in line here all this time waiting for the show. How do you explain this to your imaginary girlfriend? So what's going on here? You've got a little future nerd in here?
Yes, future nerd, future Jedi.
When is he due?
June 27th, 6 weeks.
Wow, that's the last time you'll ever see female genitalia.
Oh. I'll give you the link. It had me absolutely cracking up, people. There's a load more of them as well. So if you want a bit of cheering up, there's a link to that video there. I've just there. Hang on a minute, people. No, done that one. Oh, hang on. Good stuff, huh? Hang on a minute. Richard Crook, they're just doing stuff they're into, though. Lame. Yeah, but so's he. Lame. What? It's just only a joke. Chill out. Are you dressed up as Boba Fett at the moment or anything? Hello, Anglo-Saxon. Great stream this morning. You're on fire, me old China. Mucho appreciato. Hoyt, you're on fire. Are you drunk? I'm worried you're going to wake up in the morning with an empty wallet. But mucho appreciato. It's I had a 2-hour work meeting and I forgot about it, and I got a message I was asleep, and I got a message going, "You've got a meeting in 5 minutes." I was sort of like, closed all the curtains so it was dark. He was like, "Have you got a power cut?" "Yep, that's it." Yep. He spoke at me for 2 hours. So coming in here and racking up some decent videos, and also Anglo-Saxon, I think in fairness, the chat has been on fire today as well. Well, except for Richard, who's lame. It's lame to be funny. The chat has absolutely been on fire. So, yeah. Right. I've got a little. This one isn't a funny vid, but it's quite nice. It's a geezer. I've seen a lot of these on YouTube. Rags is not. That's coming at the end. It's coming at the end. Thanks for the donation, Rags. It's coming. But first, we've got some wood turning. All right, but I'm, you know, we're nearly at 2 hours, so I'm nearly done. Not a problem, Amy. An absolute pleasure. Oh, hang on a minute. That's nothing that I've done. I'll check to see if he's banned. Hang on. Let me see if he might have got banned by accident, because as we all know, it's been happening. I've worked out how I can do this quickly as well. So, well, quickly in my world. How do I do it? I go to settings. I go to community. I go to hidden users, and then I do a Control F and I type in English. Oh, he's not in there. Let me just try this. Now, what if I take it off the screen? Try this. No, he is not banned. So English nationalist, you're not banned. I don't know why you can't get in here. You're not banned or anything. I mean, I know we wouldn't have banned you, but I don't know what's happening. And Rags, thanks for that donation, mate, in all seriousness. And that is coming. But I just want to show you this quickly, because there's a lot of these wood turners on YouTube. You know, they get a lathe, they get a lump of wood. But I've also found a couple where they're using epoxy resins with it as well. And just have a look at this. Just have a look. You know, it's a 40-minute video, so I'll show you the beginning and I'll show you the end. But it's rather lovely, rather lovely. So we start off with, that's his channel, Sprague Wood Turning. And so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the next day. The finishes, or sorry, the epoxy isn't totally cured on the roll pieces, so that's good. And I'm using hot melt glue to hold them down and place in the bottom of the bucket. That way they don't float.
So because I missed a load, he's got that real wood, and then he's coated it in some kind of epoxy, right? And then he's going to put a load more epoxy on it, right? So we'll fast forward to that bit. Right?
Oh, good, it's not stuck to.
So he's basically making something he can put on a lathe based out of real wood and this kind of lovely jade coloured epoxy.
There isn't. That's good.
See? And they're just weights that he's got on it to hold it all down and that. Right?
You got it.
So you got that far. Then he gets it on his lathe, because he's got to work, because the lumps of wood you couldn't just lathe. He's got a workable lump of wood. Epoxy, it's a two-part material basically. One is the base, and then you get a hardener. So you can mix them together and then it sets. Someone else in the chat might be able to give you a bit more on that, but I know it from epoxy resin floorings and epoxy. It's a resin, an epoxy resin glue. So then he gets busy on the lathe. And like most people with a lathe, he's going to make a bowl.
Last week, and that's probably why.
So that thing spinning round is the lump he made out of the wood he picked up and the epoxy resin that he sort of is holding it all together with, right?
Job of eliminating.
So we'll fast forward a bit. So now he's got the bowl shape, and now he's just like a bit of fine sanding.
And you know, each grit I alternate the direction of the lathe and direction of the drill, and it'll give you a really good surface.
And now we move on quite a lot.
But I wasn't going to take any chances.
Now I think he's got some kind of hairdryer. Probably
Okay,
could, look at it. Look how it's looking now. And now, of course, all he's got to do now is varnish and polish. And you wait. I mean, you might not think that looks very nice yet. I mean, I think that looks gorgeous. But you wait when he's got the varnish and polish sorted.
Let's see what happens.
All right, so another shot. Look
I did
at that.
find a bubble. Right there. I didn't
Not a
notice
little
it
bubble,
until
but
I had
who cares?
the finish on it. But anyway, that's okay. As far as I'm
And
concerned, that's
now
still
he's
a
going
win.
to show you it.
Okay, so the finish is cured.
Look at that.
I'm happy with what I've got. But you know what? Overall, it's a lot better.
And can you notice that you can see through that epoxy resin? Look at can you see my mouse there? Look, you can see the window behind it. How lovely is that? From a few lumps of wood, a bit of epoxy and a lathe. Anyone in the chat could have made that. Shucks, I watched the old video. This isn't complicated. You're going to have to learn how to use a lathe and but I've done that. I've done it at school. Mark, who comes in the chat, he tried to make some pound coins on a lathe, right, to put in like arcade machines, and he got this lump of metal that was about the size of a pound coin, put it in the lathe, and the 500 quid titanium tip just went pang, flew across the room. He ran out of that workshop. Remember, Mark, are you still watching when you broke the lathe trying to make pound coins?
Last week. So this was suggested by one of my subscribers, JP.
So I'll show you it towards the end now so you can see the finished job.
It's getting enough.
Look at that. Look at that bowl.
Anyway, it's not what I was going for. Still, this is a fantastic bowl.
Imagine someone made that for you.
And I'll do this again next time. Maybe the smart thing to do is just to put it in the resin. I just didn't want this huge glowing mass. So I could probably tone that down like I can with the amount of pigment that I...
Amazing. Imagine someone giving you that. Yeah, I got you this for Christmas. I'll be like, fuck me, man. Incredible. Lovely. There's loads and loads and loads of them videos of that on YouTube. Just type in woodworking, lathing, that sort of stuff. This is the geezer that tried to make pound coins for arcade machines. He went in there when we weren't meant to be in there, and he's got this bit of metal, and he's going, and he's you ran out. You looked terrified. I remember your face. You looked like you were going to get in so much trouble. This geezer also, when we used to bunk school up in the lofts, he also decided that you don't need to run along the wooden bits. You can run along the plasterboard. Ah! And he had one leg go through. He was up to his bollocks. One leg gone all the way through. Yeah, I imagine those titanium lathe tips don't come cheap. I think it would have been tungsten, actually, because titanium's very brittle, isn't it? But we were kids, we were like 14 when he was trying to make pound coins for arcade machines. Imagine going down there. You put in your little snide pound coin in. Right. Final video, something funny and sweet to end the stream. Listen, bless you, Scrubs. Today has cheered me up so much. You lot have been on absolute scrubbage form. It's been absolutely amazing. So props to all of you. Thank you. I'll get onto that bit in a minute. Let's watch this. It's 3 minutes, but it's very, very funny. Rag sent me this. Check it out. So this is in Australia. We don't have these little cuddly things in England. We have things covered in fleas like hedgehogs. Check it out.
This is what happens when you leave your...
Hey?
Back, matey.
Yeah, get back.
When you leave your car doors open.
Can we please go? I've got a price on my fucking head. A eucalyptus leaf deal went south. Let's go.
Koalas.
So if you haven't already worked it out, Aussie Man is doing the voice of the koala that has somehow got in this geezer's car.
Jump into your
It's
car.
not funny.
And your dog's really curious, so we're going to go.
Who cares? Just go. Drive. Fucking
that's sweet.
drive.
And I'm going to try to get the little guy out of my car, but he just does not want to come
I told you why I don't want to come out.
Come on, mate.
There's bad koalas after me. Just
Look at
drive.
him.
I need to get to Darwin.
Can I get you out of my car, please?
What part of I need to get to Darwin is confusing you? What? Don't touch me.
All right, I'm not going to hurt you.
I know you're not going to hurt me. I'll rip
Come
your
on.
fucking head off. Let's
Want
go.
some water?
I don't want water. No, I
You
don't.
get thirsty?
Don't.
Want some
No.
water?
Give me a beer. I'm stressed. I need a beer. Let's go. Come on. I'll pay for fuel. I'll buy snacks. I promise I'll buy snacks. Okay? What are you doing? You're watering the back of the seat. Why are you watering the back of the seat? We're wasting time.
I really need you to get out of my car.
Well, it's not going to happen, mate.
How about I try to shoo you out from the other side?
Can someone confirm that's a
Bring it
koala, right?
You can just give me the little car. You can shoot me out the other side like I'm a fly. How you going?
Hey, buddy.
Welcome back.
Can I go out the other side now?
No, don't think so. Don't feel like it.
Oh, you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's okay. I'm not trying to hurt you.
Are they not
Don't bite me.
dangerous? Do they not bite
I
or anything?
will if you keep touching my head.
Come on. Let's hop out the car.
You can touch me in Darwin.
Can you go the other way?
No, I don't want to go the other way. That's the worst way to go.
No.
Karate! Step off!
Karate.
No, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to the passenger seat.
No, don't go up the front.
Yes, it's a road trip.
Oh,
Put
man.
that fucking wanker of a dog in the back. Let's go. I'm in charge of music.
No, don't climb up.
Yes. Not getting me out.
Mate,
This is my
what are you
seat.
doing?
This is my seat. Let's go.
Please.
Can we remove this glass? I want to feel the wind in my hair. Let's turn the car into a Jeep.
No.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Let's turn it into a Jeep. It'll be great.
Look.
Come on, we got a long
We're
way to
making
go.
this really tough.
We may as well have fun. Let's get this glass off. Just fucking help me.
Oh, man, you're strong.
I know I am. I know.
Look
What,
at him
you don't know
shredding
that?
his motor, look.
Tearing up my dash.
I'm fixing it. Fine.
Go.
Fine.
Oh, thank goodness.
Fucking hell.
Right, people. Thank you for everyone who donated. Thank you, all of you, for being absolutely on form. It is the middle of the week. The weekend is upon us, which is just beautiful. We got the yoga stream coming up. We got the Scrubs Music Festival coming up. There's so much happening around here. Tell your friends about the channel because YouTube ain't going to. And I will see you about 5, 6, 7 UK time today for more of the same. Because that's all it is. We will exit. I'm going to do something a bit special for you because it's been such a special stream. I am going to do something a little bit special. Get my community guidelines warning and fuck them. People, I will see you later. There's still a few minutes left for you to pay for the fucking entertainment. Thank you very much. Ta-da! Yeah!
All the world loves a lover. All the girls in every land
I'll have a look.
love meant to know. The joy of loving is to live in the world of man love. There's a someone
My pleasure, Livy. My pleasure.
who's waiting for you. Soon the world will be yours for a toy. Music starts to play, night will turn to day.
Thank you, Anglo, for your
Darkness
generosity.
when the one you love is near, you're in man.
Here we go.
All the world
All the world
loves a lover.
loves a lover.
All the girls,
All the girls
every land of man
sing along. And to know
joy of loving
joy of loving
is to live
is to live
in the world
a
of
man. Yeah.
There's a place that is waiting for you.
Yeah.
A world where the best in life is free.
Is free.
Where time is always spring. Happiness is king. The dreams you dream come true when the one you love loves you. You're in man.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rags, for looking after the chat. Thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks for your excellent contribution today, Scrubs. You are freaking amazing. Ta-da! It's a long story, Baz.
All the world
All the world
loves a lover.
loves a lover.
All the girls.
All the girls.
And every man's a man to know.
And you know,
Joy of loving.
joy of loving
Is to live.
is to live
In the world
of man. Yeah. Fucking hell. Go on. Piss off down your own end, or I'll do absolutely nothing.